Hey guys, so I posted a picture on my Instagram the other day about my greenhouse, and I've had a lot of people ask me questions and be very confused about it, so I'm sorry. Didn't mean to be cryptic about it. This is what it was. I'll turn the camera around and show you guys what I've been working on here. I'm basically upgrading the top of the greenhouse. It's this pretty blue color. So I just added some permanent, you guys can see, the lighting's kind of bad, but just added some permanent paneling here, some wood. It's this stuff here. Previously it was covered with the plastic roof, had come wrapped around and was stapled along the gables here, and clearly that plastic roof is gone. Missing a big part of this greenhouse right now, but that's all right. Working on that this weekend, maybe tomorrow. It's gonna definitely be tomorrow because we have potentially a frost coming. Anyway, this is what the picture was when I took the angle from like here. That's what that was this this peak here I was working on, little by little. I also put this window in, so that's exciting. I had these all permanently screwed into the back, and then I sort of, tweak it, things as you go here. And I realized I really wanted to have this one open, so I put it on some nice hinges. Little things that make you happy, right? Gotta add some hooks here. But that'll be nice for some ventilation, so it can come right through the screen door in the front when I have my roof on, and it can ventilate through the back window. Ventilation is a huge challenge here in the South when you have a greenhouse, and I'm still learning all of the tips and tricks. So I'll close this back up. So that's what I was working on yesterday, adding some hinges to this window, trying to get everything closed back up here. So I'm also working on, instead of stapling the plastic to the sides of the greenhouse like I had previously done, I did invest in this wiggle wire channel. So it's just this aluminum channel that it's like super lightweight. It's a track, and this is gonna get screwed right about there. It's gonna get screwed to the side of the greenhouse, and I should be able to pull that plastic and get it really taut along the top edge. I've also realized I kind of want to put some gutters underneath that, so when the rain runs off, I can channel it back here, and you can see I'm going to put some rain barrels in here. So a lot of upgrades, really excited about it. It's been about a year of using this greenhouse. I've been through one spring and summer, and as with everything in life, in gardening in particular, homesteading in general, you live and you learn. You have to evaluate what works and what doesn't. I realized that not having a gutter here was not working because all of the rain was shutting off and hitting all of these windows here, resting on this wood, starting to rot this out. I did it because it was cheap, okay? It wasn't my ideal situation. So I'm pivoting in here a little bit. I'm gonna add some gutters so they run all the way along the side here, and I think that'll solve that problem. Went ahead and got the screen door fixed because it got broken. So many things. And the urgency has rose to the list because, like I said, we have a frost coming up. So this is kind of the update in the greenhouse. Again, it's kind of a mess. It's a work in progress. I'm in the process of filling up this raised bed. I did put these 4x4 posts in and these shelving. So we've actually made a lot of progress and a lot of upgrades to this greenhouse in the last few months. These little built-in support braces that tie the sides of the greenhouse into these cemented 4x4 posts. Also more multi-purpose because you can see here I'm using them as a shelf on the top. I can also use this shelf here. I actually plan on putting some PVC, some 2-inch PVC pipes across the top of these to make a little lettuce, almost like gutter planter, where I can drill some holes and plant some lettuces from the winter. So stay tuned. Follow the channels, the Instagram, the Facebook, and the YouTube. I'll keep updates for you guys. But yeah, that's what we got going on right now. This is the wiggle wire that kind of gets fed into those channels that I was telling you about. And it's actually really neat. I'll show you how it works. But it was 50 bucks. I didn't really want to splurge on it, but I ended up doing it. What's up, bud? Trying to roost for the night? Everything is a mess right now, guys, because I took everything out, trying to work around here. But this is how this works, and I'm seeing if I do it with one hand here. You start one side in, okay? Let's see if I can do it this way. Start one side, and you kind of just tuck it in to the channel. Use my foot here. And you just go back and forth, and you bend this in, and it pops in. And that's how it works. You kind of just work the wire into the channel all the way down. Obviously, I'm going to have the plastic wrapped around and tucked in here, so it kind of pins it against this channel. It'll be underneath the wire, but on top of this aluminum. If that makes sense. So yeah, that's what's going on. I'm going to try to get that stuff done tomorrow. We'll see. I always have too many things to do and not enough things to do. Or not enough hours to do them. Yeah, I'll just keep this video on the greenhouse update. I was about to go wander in the garden, but I'll do that in a different video. So the point of this was just to show you guys the gables and the peaks that I was working on, to kind of give you a little bit more information. On the other side of the, I forgot to mention, on the other side of that teal siding board I just put up, I do have this 2-inch insulation foam. And so through some research and like I said, some trial and error, I realized I really don't need glass on this back wall, because this is the, which one is this? South east end? Nope. North end? I don't know. This is the end. This is the end where the sun always comes from this direction. And so I'm never going to need light to get back there, if that makes sense. Light will never come from this direction. So, more or less the point of the story is I'm going to insulate this back wall as much as I can, because it doesn't need to have the light. I really need the insulation factor in here, because having, glass panes, they're a little bit lower on the R factor. I mean, they're gorgeous and they were salvaged, and, I'm super happy with the glass, but the point is trying to get as much insulation as I can into this greenhouse. So I've also, see if I can show you guys. It's probably over here is a better option. I've also gotten in here and I reused these workout mats we had, and I insulated along this bottom skirt, because this used to be just open like this. You can see there's obviously gaps, and it's not airtight, and was not providing a lot of insulation. So again, another repurposed, salvaged material. Didn't pay a penny for it. Saved it from going in the landfill. We had these in a workout area we had and don't use for that purpose anymore. But I went in here and I just cut them all to size with scissors, and I ran this foam, these foam tiles all along that spot. So that kind of helped insulate the bottom part there. And so little by little, trying to, do it as frugally as possible. Trying to also, like I said, add some thermal mass here with the rain barrels being inside the greenhouse. This is just a rough layout. That's not how it's actually really going to be. But I think I'm going to put two, one here and one here. And this will be a great thermal heat sink. So when the sun's low and it comes and it hits that rain barrel, both these rain barrels actually, in the winter time when the sun is lower, like when it's right here, it comes in this way, it'll warm up that water in there, and then help to slowly release that heat throughout the nighttime, which is when I really need that extra boost of warmth. And then in the winter, or in the summertime, when I don't need that extra boost of warmth, actually, I'm going to be putting a little bit of a shade cloth over this area and try to find a way to make it so it's angled where it doesn't, when the sun's higher, it won't hit these barrels. And then it will keep it cooler and, be counteractive in the summer, and hopefully try to keep it cooler. We'll see. Like I said, another free method. Last winter, I did put a little space heater in my greenhouse, and I ran that on a timer. I ran it during the coldest parts of the night, and it worked out really good. It kept, you know, I really only found that I needed it like a few hours from like 1 a.m. to maybe like 5 a.m. when it was like the coldest parts of the night. And then when the sun rose and hit the greenhouse, obviously it started to heat it again. So I'm trying to avoid as much as possible using that space heater. Obviously I want to try to avoid electricity as much as possible. Sustainability is kind of my jam. So, but it is what it is. Until I can get a really efficient passive heated greenhouse, that's what I'm going to use to kind of offset it. But all of these things will hopefully get me a little bit closer to using less and less heat during the winter. Like I said, our winters are so mild-ish and relatively short here in zone 8B that we don't really need a ton of supplemental heating throughout the winter. So we'll see. Again, I'm always trying to be a little bit better at things. And sorry, this ran into a 11-minute video. I was kind of just wanting to give you guys an update on the peaks, but stay tuned, subscribe and follow, and then, you know, I'll definitely update you guys as we go here. I should be putting this roof on tomorrow, so wish me luck. Bye, guys.